Howdy folks, and welcome to this Let's Play of Master of Orion. We are playing as the Terrans, so we're going to be loading the end of the last saved game, which was of course this one here. Now, as you might recall, at the end of the last game we actually had a game crash, so I was only able to back to my default save game, so actually we're missing the end of the last turn really within there. So we were at war with the Darlock. We declared war upon that in the last episode, I believe. I've got transport ships en route towards this planet here. And it's my intention to invade this planet. Apologies. Once I basically got my units inbound. So I should have enough of those here to be able to capture that planet. And I will actually attack them at this point. Do I need one? Do I need two? Let's start off with one. Did we take them out? I'm not sure. Ah, we crushed their resistance. Good. Alien roommate. Interesting. So what we have here now is a world which is basically populated by the Darlock. They, of course, are not happy with us, which is fine. As far as I'm concerned, at least. Of course, there's various different bits and bobs on here that we can actually do to increase the production on this world. And I think I want to start off with the atmospheric renewer, but I also want to get in place one of these DNA scanners, plus of course a starbase, orbital batteries and missiles. I think I'll do it actually in this order here. So that should help us in terms of defending that world. Right, so this fleet here has got some damaged units. Can I split them off? Yes. I will send them back for repairs towards our front line. Now in terms of fleets, have I still got a construction ship here somewhere? I should do. At least I think I should do. And it doesn't look like I do. Interesting. So what am I going to do? I'm going to have to build one. Looks like I will need to build myself a space factory again. I'm actually going to prioritize that over this frigate. There's a fleet of frigates, I should really say. Advanced data center will be useful, and of course the robot miners as well. So we have blockade over Calamus Prime has been broken. Of course, because yeah, we took over that planet itself. This fleet here I'll send towards the front line there. With of course the intent of defending that. Now, one of the things I will now do, I wanted to basically buy that out, but I don't have enough money for that purpose. So I'll let that stand where it stands at the moment. That sounds funny, of course, but what I mean to say, I'll basically just leave it be for the time being. Troop transports I'm going to leave here for the moment being as well.
Welcome to
Spy ready. Population boom subsides on kind of number 3. So one of our planets had a population boom that's now over. So we got a new spy at our disposal, and I'm actually going to move him towards our newly acquired planet. Fleet needs orders, so I'm going to use this at the moment with defensive orders. Actually, do I want to do that, or do I want to move in into there? I think for the moment being, I'm just going to make sure that, of course, this one gets back there, and then we'll repair it as it stands there. Finished research. So let's have a look.
My liege, a moment, please.
We can either choose battle pods or we can choose fighter bays. Interesting. Which one will we choose? Takes up 40 space, but this one actually gives additional space. Interceptor short-range fighters launched during battle. These fighters are grouped and move on a squadron of 4. Let's go and get the fighter bays.
Our engineers.
Hopefully helps a little bit. What's the next one? We're actually going to go for this one here, I think. Miniaturizing the cannons, as well as getting graviton cannon shields class 3, as well as the planetary radiation shield.
Marvelous.
Good choice, I hope. So let's move this to the front line. Again, I'm going to basically have that guard this planet as well, which actually means that they're all in a single fleet here now. And we've got a spy ready here, and we're going to assign it a mission of counter-espionage. Okay. Our fleet units are here and waiting. And whilst they're waiting there, I'm assuming that they should of course get repaired in the interim. Yeah, as you can see, their health is increasing. We got space for additional fleet units if we want them. So we got an additional unit here. You can choose production here because the production queue is empty now. I'm gonna choose an additional data center here. Robo mining, DNA scanner. Actually, you might want to prioritize the DNA scanner within the queue itself to maybe be in position 2. I'm going to be building here a military outpost. Espionage, sabotage. They've sabotaged one of our structures and our colony biosphere utterly destroyed. Okay, so we need to re-add that to the queue, which is not a big problem.
A brief interruption.
One of our colonies is starving. Okay, view the colony, which is this one here. Yes, guys, I really, yeah. Okay, I'll buy that and I'll basically fix that issue straight away.
Our engineers have made a new discovery, my liege.
Of course, we can now upgrade the designs here of our fleet units. So I can upgrade this design here, which is our frigates. We can upgrade, of course, also our destroyers to get new types of weapons on there, which is the graviton cannon. And of course, our cruisers can be upgraded. Good.
Our engineers await your command, Khan.
What are we going to do next? Xenology, I think, is a useful one. Particularly since we now own one of their planets. And we're just going to let that slide for the moment being. I think one of the next technologies I want to get is basically a means for me to increase the speed of my fleet units. Alright, these seem to be mostly repaired, so I'm going to send them to the front line. Fleet needs orders. Perfect, send them to the front line here as well. Completed these units here. Anything else we want to add to the queue? That's already in progress. Geosynchronous warehouse, always an interesting one to add. Planetary radiation shield, orbital missile bays. Perfect. Choosing research, so alien management center is what we need here probably. This is used to control the population of an occupied colony, improve the assimilation rate.
Our engineers have made a new...
Perfect. Molecular compression will basically make it possible for us to militarize our missiles further. And either get neutronium armor or we get pulsar missiles. I think I'm going to go for this one here. Maybe not. I was looking for better ship drives as well, isn't it? Which is down here. Let's go for that.
Brilliant.
Okay, so that's guarding that particular point. Alright, we finished that one. Let's take this fleet here. It's not fully repaired yet. Let's send it there and have this one join it. So we've got one large fleet, and we're going to attack with an auto-resolve on there. We didn't lose anything, which is good. We did destroy, of course, their military outpost. Okay, fleet needs orders. Which is this one here. What do we want to do with that? Do we want to send it to the front line here? I think I do, yes. Alright, kick up to the next turn again. Just gonna set that to be guarded for the moment. In terms of fleet, we basically are close to our maximum, which is fine, I guess. Our ship has been completed here, which actually makes us exceed our limit slightly. So let's go and engage the next point. I can auto-resolve this for the moment. Destroyed them, of course, the outpost, at least, the military outpost. They've got their own fleet here in orbit, which consists of transports, it consists of colony ship, destroyers, frigates, you name it. So there is a decent sized fleet there. It's not the biggest, but it'll be a bit of competition with us to actually break through it. Let's go to the next turn. Now I do have to pay a bit extra in terms of credits now because we are at the limit. I believe that's a brand new spy that we've just been sent here. That would take me one turn. Now that planet itself has probably got some defenses on it. So for the moment being, it might be beneficial for me to just start taking out those outposts one at a time. So what did I say earlier? I've got now a new bit of technology here, which is the Alien Management Center, which hopefully makes it easier for me to manage them as a population. Okay, let's take that one out as well.
This is GNN.
A giant space
Galactic
dragon has been
News
discovered
Network.
lurking in the galaxy.
Long-range scanners have detected a gigantic space dragon lurking
Ooh,
in...
a space dragon. Where is it? Ah, over there. Were we able to go through this point before? I don't think we were. So let's auto-resolve the destruction of that, which is good. Now I have just lost sight of that fleet though. Not sure where it is at the moment. Let's go back to that waypoint there to see where they might have actually gone. Okay, so they're still in orbit around that planet, it looks like. So my spy is awaiting orders. We're going to issue orders here of basically acquiring data. Alright, let's go to that point here. Let's guard that point.
Welcome, stranger. I am the Empress of the Mershan Pride.
Cool.
If you scratch our
We just met a new species,
we'll
the Mershan.
scratch yours.
I like the way they basically drew this character here. Okay, so the Mershan Pride here. So I do want to basically build myself here that outpost. New research. So I'm gonna go focus on the ion pulse beam. Actually, let's maybe take some of these bombs. Actually, haven't actually got any bomb.
Our
upgrades that I've
engineers have
applied
made
recently.
a new discovery, my liege.
So we're going to upgrade, of course, all the ship designs. Perfect.
Our engineers await your command, Khan.
Next one I will want to get is this shield upgrade. I can actually upgrade all of these. I don't want to do that troop transports. Do I want to do this one here? No, I'm going to leave it where it stands for the moment being. I'm quite happy with that. Just one bigger fleet. We're going through a repair stage here. Spies have spread vile rumors throughout the galaxy that other races' disposition towards you have decreased. Lovely. How absolutely lovely. Okay, now I can actually affect some upgrades on here. So these are ion drives, which I can upgrade, which I don't want to do at the moment. I do maybe want to upgrade. Do I want to upgrade the cruiser? No. I'm going to leave it where it stands again for the moment being. Oops, I've zoomed out a little bit too far on the wrong spot, it looks like. Okay, so let's send this one back in there. And there's various defenses, of course, there.
This is GNN.
Star about to go supernova near Nam Prime. So where is Nam Prime? Down here. Okay, so it's not going to affect us as such. Now what is going to affect us, of course, is us moving into that planet and actually seeing if we can attack them. Chances actually stand at being good at the moment. I'm going to auto-resolve this. We will suffer some damage. They will suffer damage as well. Luckily we didn't lose anything. They lost all of their ships. Troop transports are still there, unfortunately, so I can actually attack the planet. I can drop bombs. Reduce our population, reduce the marines. Okay. So I can basically bring my troop transports in. Okay, Palace Prime has reached the maximum population. So at the moment it's set to balanced, which is good. I'm going to keep it at balanced, but I can actually add additional entries to the queue here. Radiation shield I can actually add to there as well. I think I actually want to add some pollution cleanup to this queue here as well. Okay. Again, they've destabilized, so spreading rumors, which is lovely. Thank you guys. Troop transports, we are going to basically deploy troops. So in terms of strength, it's strength 20 we're deploying. We're deploying 2 of our troop transports. And we beat them. Good. Mission cancelled. Yes, that makes
Welcome
sense.
to GNN.
The Terran now controls 8 planets.
Galactic neighbors should take heed as the Terran comet has taken over another planet.
It's a race to the top for sentient beings across the galaxy.
Cool. Right, so we need one of those control stations here. Planetary government. What else do we need at the moment? I would say we need that mining and the starbase. And I just don't have... I'm short by 4 in terms of credit points there. We did finish some research. I can actually choose what I want to do. Do I want to get my energy beam accuracy increased, or do I want to choose my shield capacitors? Solar winds, background, no, I use them to power its defensive systems. I'm going to go for the targeting option here. Upgrading the designs, I'm going to upgrade all of them with the latest in terms of computers.
Our engineers await your
Next
command
one we're going to go for here would be, in this instance, the... I'm not going to go for that one. I think I'm going to go for Cybertronic computer, or do I want to go for the structural analyzer? multi-state insulator. Absorb rogue energies generated by unstable warp points. Ah, that's what I need.
Brilliant.
This is GNN,
Supernova
Galactic
events
News
stop
Network.
near non-prime. Now I do want to basically break off all those troop transports. Gonna send them back to that planet there. In the meantime, I can actually send this one in to this planet here, and I can actually start taking out their structure. Now, it would be nice if somehow I could actually, instead of destroying their structure, take over the structure. Which, at the moment, I didn't see any options available for. Now, I should be able to beat them. But I'm not going to do that at the moment. I'm going to move my fleet into that next system here. But, of course, as purpose to be able to take over the next planet there. So Nizine 2 has lost population because of starvation, which, okay, not good. Pick one up there, so no more starvation occurring on there. Good. Can I upgrade these? Yes, I can. Make them slightly faster, which is fine by me. I'm going to keep them in orbit there. And as you can see, just some of my ships have moved in. And they had sent a spy towards us to basically cause a strike. And we're going to kill their spy basically in short order. Perfect. So we've decimated that structure there, and we're actually going to go towards their planet in the next turn in the game. So once I'm actually done with the Darlock, I will move my fleet back in. So let's move to the next turn. And again they send another spy towards our planet. Again choosing negative impacts on us. And we've got an empty production queue. Hello simulator. Morale increase, interesting. Always welcome, I would say. Planetary shield, toxic processors. Yeah, let's take this one here as well. Clean up and maybe the warehouse. So let's take the clean up first, followed by the next ones afterwards. New fleet units have been built. Ouch, that is taking us too close to our limit. Actually, we're exceeding the limit here. So where have I not got a space station yet? Now, have I got one here? Pretty sure I do. This one here. Have I got a space station here? Pretty sure I do as well. But I do not need that destroyer anymore. Okay, I got a space station here already as well. This one though is not ready yet. Am I able to buy it? No. Not as of yet. Again, this I cannot buy as of yet either. Mining, biospheres, research, colonial revenue. So there's a whole raft of things I can actually do here. Yes, I know I've got a deficit, and it's fairly substantial as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to engage this planet here. With auto resolve turned on. We didn't lose anything, it looks like. I can choose production here. Toxic processor. Moon lab, mining, hollow simulator, a whole raft of things again.
Warfare is a wasteful endeavor.
Forget about your peace treaty. You got one planet left and it's ours for the taking. Ours. Okay, we will not be able to keep this up, so I'm gonna delete this ship. Will I delete that one, or will I delete an earlier version? Maybe an earlier version of the cruiser. So I've got a cruiser number 6. Cruiser 7. I'll delete this one here. That's a lot closer to where we should be, which is good. I'm still going to be, of course, able to drop bombs on the planet here to take out the Marines. That's the intention, at least. Let's leave it at that. They want to take out all the structures. One set of Marines, and that's sufficient to crush the resistance. The Cabal is no more. We take our secrets with us, casting back into the darkest shadows. Thank you for having played with us. I will see you in the afterlife, I guess. Anyways, that was our conquest of the Darlock. So what do we need on this planet here? We of course need that alien management center here. We need a atmospheric renewer, automated factory, whole raft of things we want to basically get on here, but the key one here initially is the alien management center. Now if I look at my destroyers and everything here, I got a whole raft of older frigates, cruisers, etc. all in this same fleet. Now I can of course upgrade some of these. As you can see, the cruisers can all be upgraded, or the destroyers can all be upgraded. I'm saying all, I've only got one of each. I think I'm going to leave it where it stands for the moment being. I'll leave them in orbit there.
Why do I bother offering proposals
Okay, so
when
accepting
it's
their
so much
embassies.
a
At this point we're going to
choice?
get the same as we had before. The game seems to have crashed. So what we're going to do, we're going to basically end the recording here. And next turn, or next time I see I'm doing a recording, I will have to revert back to the last saved game. Anyways, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.